Hello, everybody. It's Marcia from Oils and Wellness with Marcia, and we're continuing the book. We're on chapter 12, and it starts anger. And the title here that is anger, and says, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." That was Maya Angelou, American poet, civil rights authorist, and author. Frustration is a normal response to life's crazy moments, but unfortunately, the 5 of 10 minutes of uncontrolled fury or persistence of violent anger has a far greater cost when it comes from your relationship, your life, and your future. For one thing, anger has a ripple effect. It affects not just you, but those around you too. Take your kids, for example. An angry outburst with silence will silence them, of course, but in the worst possible way. When you remain calm in the face of stressful circumstances, you become the safe harbor in their crisis. Whereas erupting to anger makes you unsafe, untrustworthy, and someone to be avoided when things gets tough. Not only do you relinquish your role as a confident mentor just when it matters most, your anger changes and the game from let's learn to grow and excel to let's not make your mind. Let's not make her mad. And what about the other long-term effects of your anger? Stories say just 5 minutes of anger impairs your immune system as long as 6 hours. So imagine what harboring anger for a lifetime will do. And if you habitually vocal with your anger, you should know that half of all children who witness persistent anger in their home will suffer chronic anxiety, hyperactivity, low self-esteem, and depression. Yikes. What's triggering your anger? If you begin to see a pattern of one thing that repeatedly sets you off, or our advice is to quickly create a plan to process that trigger, to remove it from your life. For instance, it's common to feel frustrated and anger start to well up when you're sitting in traffic, especially if you're running late for work or picking up the kids. If this is a trigger that sets you off, strive to leave 15 minutes earlier and seek alternative routes. Remove the trigger that makes you angry. Similarly, if you know the house will explode with anger once the kids get home from school at 3, prepare yourself. Get your important work done early. Make those must-do phone calls before 2:30. And find an extra 15 minutes of downtime to relax before they walk through that door. For most women, even more triggers could be found outside the home. Being underappreciated at work, getting projects done on you late in the day, a random social media post, being qualified but overlooked for a promotion, even a lack of direction from supervisor that keeps you from doing your best job can be a trigger if you let it. But nowhere does anger get triggered more forcefully than in your own romantic relationships. With that man we say we love can often get burnt on our outbursts. We might be triggering some unfulfilled need from long ago and not even know it until you do the work in identifying the triggers for yourself first. 60 seconds you can never take back. Lashing out in anger is not only uncool, it can be dangerous because what you do in the next 60 seconds could be the 60 seconds that changes your whole life. If you hit someone, get behind the wheel, or harm someone in a way. This is not only blocks or oolah, it can totally change the course of your life. You can take back angry words or actions, but you can never get back the time either. Or either. And that's all I have for you on anger for that part. Tomorrow I'll talk to you in the air around me by Leslie Hart. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you can control the triggers that when you get angry. We all get angry. And this made me think a lot of my daughter. Amber, I love you if you see this. Just take care of your anger. I see you guys tomorrow. I love you. Ta-ta.